How's it going, everyone? Electron Man. Well, we're still working on this World Traveler DX75, and you know what? This stuff has to be a labor of love, not a. You're not gonna do it for profit, but anyway, see that pile of stuff right there? That is basically whenever I went to clean this front faceplate, it only had a few places that the adhesive was still holding on the way this front plate is mounted on this thing, and basically, it has these little metal aluminum pieces that have double-sided tape that stuck around the inside of the case. Oh my goodness, my fingers are going to be sore for days. I literally had to sit and soak it in isopropyl alcohol, and then take a razor blade and slowly but surely peel all of that old adhesive off. Everything. It was stuck on this. It's like when I pulled it apart, it left half the adhesive on this piece and the half adhesive on this, and I've got hours of cleaning all that adhesive off just to put this front back on. I'm not whining. It's part of the gig when you go to restoring. But what a mess that turned into. But I think I got it pretty clean. Another reason I went ahead and pulled it out because the adhesive was letting go. But this front faceplate, it had some type of something on it, and it's still not perfect. But that's after a lot of scrubbing. But it had this weird film on it whenever I tried to clean it. And basically I had to get it on a flat surface to really scrub it to get it to what it looks like now. So now I'm sitting there thinking, how am I going to put this thing back together? You can't attach the adhesive to this and then try to get it in there because it's going to get stuck before it gets in there. I think the best way I'm going to be able to go about it is to slide this guy back in here. And it just flushes up against the front here. It's got like a bend all the way around it. So it just flushes up like that. And then I think I'm just going to lay it down on the side like this. And then go from the inside and re-stick the pieces in. I'll put the double-sided tape on the piece before I start. And then I'll slide it in there. And hopefully that's going to work. But yeehaw, what a lot of fun. Like, I am serious, my fingers are so sore from getting that stuff off there, but I did a pretty good job of getting it all cleaned off. Wouldn't do any good to do it unless you did that, because then the new adhesive would never stick. So anyway, we're going to work on that process for a little bit here. Hopefully I have enough of this double-sided tape here. It's hard to find the really thin stuff, and this needs to be thin stuff, not thick. But anyway, I got a new roll of it here. Hopefully it'll be enough. That, and I believe I'm going to be able to split it in half and get two sides with one is my thought. How thick is that? Yeah, if I split that down the middle, that's going to be perfect. So, how are we going to do that? I think we'll try just cutting it pre-roll. They're going to work. I think so. I don't know the fanciest way to do this. Just kind of shooting from the hip here. Hopefully that'll split on me now. Yeah. And then we'll just make sure I'm putting the right pieces on there. I guess it has to be on the outside of the 90s is all that matters. So I sure don't want to be peeling the new stuff off. I got enough of it cut for this first one. This is the biggest piece out. Come on, work with me here. You've been doing pretty good. I've run out of great. I estimated not quite right. Oh, come on. Fortunately, it just needs to be applied evenly and we're good. Okay. Okay, so we got that piece stuck on there. And then we'll just do the same to the other side of it. Wow, it says permanent. It's definitely permanent. Oh. Okay, now then, as you see, I've got that. Now my idea is to, probably not going to be able to see this, but basically take this piece, and I can't remember, I believe the top is where it had the longest piece, and then the bottom had two smaller pieces or one shorter piece. So anyway, we're going to peel this off and get this all set in here. I'll be back when I get her glued back in. Okay guys, after some struggling and nice words, there's what it looks like on the inside. I've got her all taped back on, and there's what the front looks like. And she's not going anywhere, probably for the next 50 years. I don't know who the engineer was that designed that, but wow. Probably told him come up with the cheapest possible way you can secure the front of this faceplate. And he came up with double-sided tape and some aluminum L brackets, or L-shaped aluminum pieces. It works, but man, what a pain to get it back in to try to get it straight without one side sticking with the other. It's good. It's not perfect. I'm kind of OCD, so I can see a few little bitty imperfections, but all in all, I'm tickled with it, and I'm sure not going to try and take it apart. I mean, I used some of this permanent stuff, which I still actually had some left, to put that on, so I don't think it's, like I said, going anywhere for the next 50 years. Anyway, let's get back to reassembly. As you can see, that front display looks so much better. I got all that yellow off of it and polished it as much as I could. It's the same with the whole case. Really came out good. It doesn't have any major dents or scratches in it, so that's a positive. Well, let me continue on putting this thing together. Okay, notice the screw is missing here up top here. Interesting. How big the screw is that? It's not quite the same thread, but it'll definitely work. Take it in and out a couple times and it'll be the same thread. There we go. Nice. Okay. There we go. Now we got that on there. And all we got left is the bottom ones to put in. You know, it's interesting, this didn't have rubber feet on it. I was just thinking about that. That's surprising. Huh. I wonder if it originally did. Sure could use some. Have to look and see what I can get aftermarket as far as rubber feet go. We're down to 2 more. And one more. And there we go. One final review of this. I'll turn the lights off. You see how it's lit dark. She is completely 100% back together. That's been quite the project. I guess I got about probably 30 hours in this restore. And hey, it's a love of labor, or love of the hobby, I guess is the way you'd say it. But anyway, let's come back and we'll do a full circle around it with it. Kind of show it off. Okay, here's what she looks like in the dark. I thought I'd start you out with that. Yeah, the cracked glass is a little disappointing, but it sure doesn't keep it from working, and it's still a pretty radio. And
only socialize. Yeah, kids just drive me crazy. It was hard. It appears we be on and around the grounds of the former Mohawk Center. Have a bunch of breathing time early exams.
Should be going to a doctor and getting treated. I was under treatment, but that didn't change me from having every day feel like.
I think I'll go ahead and do a surf video on this one too, but for right now, that kind of gives you an idea of she's picking up really good. I'm totally happy with her. No problems at all. Like I said, other than the cracked glass, I would have a mint radio here. Okay, guys, here you go. Kind of give you a pan. Has good audio. I like the tone of it. It's a little bassier. There you go. Pull her around here. There's a side view. There's the old beautiful back view. You can see them old tubes lighting up in there. Go ahead and turn it back around. There's the other side. Well, guys, another one to go on my display bench. Hope you enjoyed this rebuild series. It was a lot of fun for me. Learned a few things. I just love these shortwave radios. Anyway, I think next up's going to be that Dwight D. We'll probably start on that next few days. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Have a great day out there. If you get a chance, give it a thumbs up and a like.